tonight, Moderna gets the green light. Within 1 week, the U.S. now has 2 vaccine approvals to fight the coronavirus. Plus, in Wisconsin, there's an app for that. We'll show you the new technology the state is implementing to help with contact tracing. And we're just hours away from some restrictions in Minnesota being lifted. How businesses are preparing for yet another adjustment.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Moderna's coronavirus vaccine has officially been approved for emergency use in the U.S., the second vaccine designed to fight the virus. On Thursday, the vaccine won a near unanimous recommendation from an FDA advisory panel. And today, Vice President Pence received Pfizer's coronavirus vaccine live on television to bolster trust in vaccine safety. Elise Preston reports from New York.
The FDA has given the green light to a second coronavirus vaccine for emergency use, this one produced by Moderna. The Moderna vaccine was 94% effective at trials and does not require the ultra-cold storage that Pfizer's vaccine does. Federal officials say nearly 6 million doses could be shipped across the country as soon as next week.
The way through this challenging time is vigilance and a vaccine.
Vice President Pence rolled up his sleeve Friday to receive Pfizer's COVID vaccine, as did Second Lady Karen Pence. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi also got their first dose of the vaccine.
2, 1, vaccinate!
On the front lines, healthcare workers continue to receive the vaccine, as well as nursing home residents, including 95-year-old Jean Peters from Connecticut.
I feel fine. I feel good.
By the time we get to several months into this year, we will have enough people protected that we can start thinking seriously about the return to normality.
With cases surging, public hospitals here in New York City have once again suspended elective surgeries to free up space for COVID-19 patients. This situation is even more dire in Southern California, where some hospitals have run out of ICU beds and patients are being triaged and treated outside.
We're at the point where we no longer could take care of them. The wait is a lot longer. Patients are really sick.
This retirement home for nuns in Elm Grove, Wisconsin, lost 8 sisters to coronavirus just in the last week. At Thanksgiving, more than 100 of the sisters tested positive.
President-elect Joe Biden and Dr. Biden will receive their first dose of the COVID vaccine on Monday. Vice President-elect Kamala Harris will receive her vaccine the following week. An intensive care nurse was the first person at St. Luke's Hospital to receive the COVID-19 vaccine today. Samantha Motor said it felt just like a tiny pinch and was similar to getting the flu shot. As an ICU nurse, Motor has a high risk of exposure. She says it's been a trying few months with the pandemic, but the vaccine offers new hope. The death of a construction worker has forced Enbridge to pause work in Aiken County. In a statement, Enbridge confirmed the deadly accident happened at a construction yard this morning in Hill City. The name of the contractor and details about the incident have not been released. The company's Line 3 pipeline replacement route runs through Hill City. Enbridge says safety standards and protocols are being reinforced at the worksite. The incident is under investigation. Peter joins us now for a look at the weather. It is Friday. We're heading into a pretty nice weekend.
Yeah, can't complain about the weather at all. Today we only had a few snow showers to contend with, and temperatures rose up into the low to mid 30s for most of us across the region. If you take a look at the maps, as you can see, temperatures rose for 36 down for us down by the lake, 33 on top of the hill, 30 in Hibbing, 28 in Orr, mid to upper 30s in Wisconsin, 36 in Ashland, 34 in Hayward, 34 degrees in Solon Springs, and then the UP coming in the lower 30s as well. Taking a look at the satellite radar right now, you can see there's a few leftover snow showers, especially especially for some of the South Shore of Wisconsin and the UP of Michigan as well. Those will all gradually begin to subside as we head through the rest of the night tonight. By daybreak tomorrow morning, there will be no snow showers left with us to contend with, and the road conditions have improved on that note. Maybe some snow-covered roads if you have any plans of bringing you out about tonight. Temperatures for tonight will cool down to 10 degrees with partly cloudy skies overhead and a northwest wind blowing between 5 and 10 miles per hour. And that weekend forecast is looking pretty good. I'll have the details coming up. Kristen?
Thanks, Peter. While health officials call the vaccines one tool to end the pandemic, there's another one coming that can go in the hands of everyone in Wisconsin. Madeline O'Neill tells us how a mobile app can help track the spread of COVID-19.
We are battling against coronavirus.
We can't see the virus, but most of us have a weapon that can help sense it.
It's not a panacea of any kind, but it is yet another tool.
Using Bluetooth, the Wisconsin Exposure Notification app will alert you if anyone you were near who also uses the app tests positive for coronavirus once they enter a code into the app.
The app is free and it's anonymous so that your privacy is protected even as you help us in stopping the spread.
The app doesn't collect location data.
There are games on your phone that actually collect a lot more personal data than this will be doing.
UW-Madison experts who work on modeling COVID-19 spread say such apps can cut down on some of the lag and unknowns that come with manual contact tracing.
So this app actually makes the contact tracing a more effective, efficient tool.
Especially when in the hands of the younger crowd, ages of about 15 to 45, which Professor Auguste Allegos says have been more likely to download similar apps in other places and more likely to transmit the virus here.
Because if the younger people are the ones who download and they start paying more attention, that's a big win for us.
The key thing is whether or not people will adopt it.
Associate Professor Ajay Sethi says up to 50% of people should be using the app for us to get the most out of this tool.
Sometimes adoption is not overnight when it comes to apps. They go viral just like the virus, and we'll see how it goes.
Now, it's hard to say just how effective these apps have been elsewhere because they aren't tracking a lot of data that would help answer that due to privacy concerns. But in general, the more that opt in, the more effective it is. Michigan's governor is lifting some COVID-19 restrictions across the state. Governor Gretchen Whitmer's administration says in-person learning at high schools, universities, and colleges can resume. They also said entertainment venues such as movie theaters can reopen with capacity restrictions. This comes as the state is seeing a decline in coronavirus cases. However, indoor restaurant dining will not be allowed under the new state health department order. Same with indoor sports and outdoor contact sports. The new order takes effect Monday and runs through January 15th. Starting tomorrow, a number of businesses across the state of Minnesota will reopen at limited capacity. Gyms, bars, and restaurants have been shut down since mid-November. John Lauritsen shows us how they are getting ready to reopen and the creative ways they're offering customers back.
We were just getting to the point where we were doing really well, and then we had to shut down.
2 years ago, Bridget Dunn opened Body Sense Pilates and Wellness at this location in Blaine.
It's a lot to start a business, to take the risk, to this whole baby. It was like birthing a baby, creating something like this.
And for most of this year, she's been faced with an uncertain future. The studio has been through 2 shutdowns, even though Bridget argues that most of what they do is small group or one-on-one training.
It is difficult for me as a Pilates studio to be thrown into the same grouping as a large big box gym.
To stretch out and keep on going, because you can't really do that in a virtual thing. It's not the same.
On Saturday, some sense of normalcy will return. Gyms will be allowed to open with a cap of 100 people or 25% capacity. Bridget calls it a step in the right direction for her business, but also for the mental health of her clients.
There's a lot going on in the world, and exercise is one of those ways for us to handle that type of situation and to feel better.
As gyms adjust, bars and restaurants are doing the same. Twin Spirits Distillery in Northeast Minneapolis never planned to offer outdoor seating in December, so they had to get creative with greenhouses.
I give my word for the year is pivot.
But Michelle Winchester's 7 glass houses are meant for customers and cocktails. 4 people can go inside at a time, but both doors have to remain open due to a state mandate, so electric blankets are encouraged. Michelle hopes this kind of greenhouse effect pays off.
We were going to rely on the hardy Minnesotans to come out, even though it was going to be cooler.
Winchester said she began making plans for the greenhouses even before the latest shutdown. They cost about $1,000 apiece. They are also selling cocktail kits as a way to make money during the pandemic. And just a reminder for folks living in Minnesota, those current state COVID restrictions end tonight at midnight. Earlier this week, Governor Walz announced updated guidelines, which he says will balance student and family well-being while working to slow the spread and take pressure off of hospitals. Beginning tomorrow, gyms can reopen at limited capacity. The state is also relaxing guidelines for small in-person gatherings over the holidays. Bars and restaurants are not allowed to reopen to indoor dining until January 11th, but outdoor seating is now allowed. There's also updates to recommendations for schools, which include getting kids back in the classroom. For a full list of the new guidelines, you can head to our website. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, 2020 has been a difficult year for everyone. Learn why some locals came together to help their neighbors finish out the year with a full stomach.
And taking a look into next week, we start off the week snowy, but then we end it cold. Just how low does that mercury go? All the details coming up.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
This Christmas, Fleet Farm has every gift for every list. Don't miss the biggest last-minute deals on everything your loved ones are big into. Like for the person who's big into hosting, Fleet Farm holiday snack trays are 25% off our low fleet price. Or for someone who's big into being cozy, slippers for the family are all 25% off our low fleet price. So hurry in for these red-hot deals on last-minute gifts. Fleet Farm. Gifts are big here.
When facing a major healthcare decision, it's wise to seek a second opinion from a team of established experts. Financial decisions deserve the same level of care and expertise. At MPPL Financial, we develop your plan by assembling a personalized team that includes experts in multiple disciplines. So the result is a coordinated care plan that covers all areas of your financial life. Your outcome depends on the quality of care you receive. Call today to set up your free second opinion consultation or visit MPPLfinancial.com.
I need your help fighting COVID-19.
You can help. Please stay home.
My team needs your help.
We know you miss your friends and family. We do too.
Love others by protecting them. Stay home.
We need to have room to care for you if you get sick.
We need your help. You can help. The time is now to mask up, wash your hands, and stay home.
This is a special announcement from Prime Appliance. Black November pricing will continue the entire month of December. Prime Appliance knows it's been a rough year. To make it a little bit better, our gift to you is Black November pricing all through the entire month of December. If you need appliances, now is the time. All washers and dryers, ranges, freezers, refrigerators, microwaves, dishwashers, 4-piece kitchen suites, everything has Black November pricing. Financing always available. You can take it home today or you can let the pros deliver it to you. Prime Appliance is the only place to buy your appliances. Come in and let us prove it to you.
Mount Royal Market has express online shopping. Shop online and select your items. Your personal shopper carefully gathers everything on your list. Schedule your pickup and we deliver right to your car. Express online shopping from Mount Royal Market. Let us take care of you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night.
And welcome back. Rather nice day out there. We just saw a few snow showers as we head through the afternoon and the evening hours of today. Temperatures topped out at 33 degrees at Duluth International. Officially at Duluth International, they did not measure any snow as of yet. yet. I wouldn't be surprised when the next climate report came out tonight around midnight if they actually did say they picked up a few tenths of an inch of snow up there. The average high 21 degrees now. Last night we got down to 18, far surpassing the average, which is 6 degrees. Right now in Duluth, 31 degrees with those mostly cloudy skies overhead. Eventually those clouds are going to begin to clear out, and that's going to allow the temperatures to drop as we head through the rest of the night tonight. We've also begun to see a shift in the winds. Right now blowing northwest at 6 miles per hour. That's going to usher in much clearer but cooler air for the weekend. So we can talk about that coming up. Temperatures right now, we can see where there's clouds and where there isn't, that's for sure. Because if we take a look up to the northwest, it's 10 in International Falls, 7 in Baudette, 10 in Bemidji. But elsewhere, we're talking about temperatures in the 20s as well as 30s for most of us, 25 in Hibbing, 23 in Grand Rapids. You can say that that clear cloud line is going to eventually begin to work its way south and east as we head through the rest of the night tonight. And I think temperatures for most of us in Minnesota will begin to drop off into the teens and probably single digits as we head through the rest of the night. But the South Shore as well as the UP of Michigan, they'll probably keep with temperatures in the mid to upper 20s tonight because they'll have those clouds overhead. You can see that the clouds are where the clouds are right now on satellite radar, just basically at International Falls, Bemidji, Brainerd, points west, there's clear. As you zoom out, there's plenty of clear air to go around. That's all going to begin to fill in as we head through the rest of the night tonight. Provides us with mostly sunny skies for the day on Saturday. So let's time it all out. This is right now, as you can see, clouds for most of us in Minnesota, but as we head towards 1 a.m., we begin to see some pretty good clearing. Most of us in Minnesota are clear by then. Still dealing with clouds, though, in the UP as well as South Shore of Wisconsin. Maybe even a few lone snow showers left in the UP of Michigan as well. But fast forward through time, by 9 a.m., we're all clear. Most of us, maybe a few residual clouds in the UP and then Ashland as well. But I think most of us should be seeing the sunny skies as we wake up for the day on Saturday. Saturday starts off cold, but we warm up into the lower 20s, so right around average for this time of year. And those clouds should begin to diminish. I think this particular model is probably overdoing the cloud threat for the South Shore as well as the UP of Michigan. Eventually, those clouds do begin to fill back in, though, as we head towards Saturday and Sunday on association of our next snowmaker that begins to work its way into the region Sunday evening. So temperatures for tonight, you can tell where there's going to be clouds and where there isn't, that's for sure. Temperatures in Wisconsin as well as the UP of Michigan, they're in the teens down there. For us in Minnesota, we're in the single digits. Temperatures tomorrow looks to be a nice one with mostly sunny skies overhead. Temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 20s. And here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Sunday, we'll warm things up a little bit more, 30 degrees. Monday seems to be our next snow shot. Could be dropping a couple inches of snow, so something to keep an eye on. And then Thursday and Friday, we get cooler as we head towards Christmas. Kristen?
Thanks, Peter. After a difficult year, people in Barnum are finding ways to help their neighbors this holiday season. A real Christmas blessing, spreading warmth and love. As CBS3's Kendall Jarble shares, what started as a small project has grown into a community-wide effort.
Barnum, Minnesota is a small town with a big heart. But sometimes that's not enough to make ends meet.
We have families that probably would fall through the gaps of physical need, but certainly the emotional, spiritual need is there.
Barnum Community Church members recognized that need in their community. So Pastor Kendall Carlson says they decided to start a new project.
Blessing Bag was birthed out of that with the idea that we're blessed to be a blessing, so let's give.
The blessing bag contains a full Christmas meal, personalized gifts, and household care items. They're delivered to families the week of Christmas. The project started at the church, but other volunteers quickly joined in.
Our high school student council and class representatives do fundraising to be participants in giving to families in the community.
The families who receive the bags remain anonymous to volunteers. They're selected by Nikki Kresge, Barnum Elementary's counselor.
It's a small school, so you get to know these families really well. And it's not always people that you would think need that support. You know, it can be teachers, it can be, I mean, life happens and it comes at you, and sometimes it comes at you hard.
With volunteer shoppers and gift wrappers, it's a big undertaking for a small town. But Kresge says it's worth it.
And also to know when you wake up Christmas morning, those families that you worry about are also waking up Christmas morning just happy. And it's an incredible, and that's why we why we do it.
Small, but with a mighty impact. A blessing they hope others share.
We're just a small community here, and if we can do it, I think most communities can do it.
The blessing bag will be delivered to 33 families in Barnum this year. And it's not just a Christmas event. School counselors recommend families in need go to the church year-round for support. Well, Drummond, Wisconsin school teachers spent the afternoon spreading holiday cheer to their students. The students have been distance learning since before Thanksgiving. Administrators came up with a way to see the kids face-to-face and spread holiday cheer before Christmas break. Teachers rode school buses to give kids goodie bags with hats, cookies, and a note from their teacher. Planning and preparations for today began over a month ago. District leaders said the deliveries were a hit. Still to come, Congress has approved a short-term plan which would avoid a government shutdown for now. We have the details next.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value price softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Wow, a new Buick for me?
To James from James. That's just what I wanted.
Is this a new Buick? I Secret Santed myself. I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Don't forget you this holiday season. Get an SUV from Buick. Now everyone can get GM employee pricing on most Buick SUV models. Use it to get over $4,500 total value on this Encore GX.
Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
My husband's parents were visiting, and I promised them a home-cooked meal, except my boss had a different idea. He tells me, hold your horses. I call my husband and I say, I'm slammed, and he's like, Quick Trip, and I'm like, bingo. At Quick Trip, I say, what's good tonight? And the Quick Trip guy is like, everything, but I go for the hand-breaded fried chicken, and I go, make that ×4. Being none the wiser, my mother-in-law is like, I always said she's a keeper. I'll run with that.
Quick Trip, we got you covered.
Complying with national guidelines is made easy with the CEDA's commercial touchless forehead thermometer. The Instant Read LCD digital display yields an accurate body temperature reading from 2 to 4 inches within half a second. From schools, offices, shops, and all other public places, keep yourself safe and compliant with a hands-free thermometer that's easy to install and easier to use. Visit www.cedusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
For months, we've all done our best to stay safe. But to remain safe in the long run, it's up to us all to take actions that don't just slow the spread of COVID, but collectively overcome it. Like getting a test if you have any symptoms, answering if your health department calls, and wearing a mask in public spaces. We all want to regain what we love in life. To get there, we all need to go forward and do our part.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day.
Watch High on Mining with Kristen Bucky every Tuesday at 10. Brought to you by Iron Mining Association, Range Regional Airport, and Miners National Bank of Evelyn. Only on live, local CBS3.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Let's check in with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt this morning.
And the below average trend
Thanks so much for joining us. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m.
Watch Caitlin and Jenna in the morning at 5 and 6 a.m. on CBS3. For coverage that matters most to you, tune to CBS3.
Congress has approved a short-term resolution to keep the U.S. government funded while Senate and House negotiations continue toward a bigger bill with COVID relief. The House and Senate passed a 2-day extension of government funding that, for now, avoids a shutdown. The short-term agreement gives lawmakers the weekend to hash out the final sticking points over a $900 billion COVID relief bill that they want to attach to the larger spending bill. The plan being discussed would include another round of stimulus checks for most Americans, between $600 and $700 per person. Coming up in sports, could the NHL finally be returning to action? Kelly breaks down the league's return to play next.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Having reliable internet with Mediacom has been so great for us during these crazy times. It's allowed my husband to continue to work from home without missing a beat. We had our second son during the pandemic, and it allowed us to connect with family members. They've been able to see each of the different milestones through FaceTime calls and Zoom calls, and it's been a very special time every time we get to do that. So thank you to Mediacom.
As medical professionals, we work hard to protect our families and neighbors.
Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a COVID community coordinator.
Thank you, Access North, for being an advocate and a resource for people with disabilities.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
Mask up and keep each other safe, Minnesota.
In recent times, we've witnessed the brave faces of many people all over the world. Now, it's your turn to be one of them. Memorial Blood Centers is building a local and national supply of convalescent plasma to treat patients with serious or immediately life-threatening COVID-19 infections. If you have recovered from COVID-19 or tested positive for the antibodies, we need your help. To donate convalescent plasma, visit NBC.org. If you can't give convalescent plasma, you can still save lives by giving blood.
Vehicle accidents are stressful enough. You don't need someone showing up at the scene trying to pressure you into letting them tow away your vehicle, often falsely claiming they were dispatched by the police or an insurance company. Be wary of any unsolicited tow truck that arrives on the scene of an accident. In fact, in some places, it's illegal. Motorists should not feel pressured to agree to a tow. Call your roadside assistance provider or insurance company for towing company suggestions, or consult with police on the scene. Always get the price and terms in writing along with the location of the tow yard before letting a tow truck driver hook up your vehicle and take it away. If you suspect fraud, call us at 1-800-TEL-NICB. That's 1-800-TEL-NICB, or visit our website, www.nicb.org. A public service message from the National Insurance Crime Bureau.
The historic gateway to Duluth, the St. Louis County Depot, is now the heart and soul of arts, culture, and history in our region. And now more than ever, we need the joy found through the arts, the graceful beauty of dance, drama and excitement, the works of artists and artisans, our long and proud history preserved, and music to inspire. The Depot United campaign raises funds for all the organizations at the Depot. We need your support now more than ever. Donate through the mail or go online. Arts, culture, and history need you.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Well, very unlike high school sports here in the state of Minnesota, parts of Wisconsin are in full swing. After opening the season with a loss, the Northwestern girls basketball team has not looked back. They've rallied off a trio of straight wins. The Tigers back at home, hoping to make it 4 against Cumberland tonight. Just off the opening tip, Northwestern making a statement as Bryn Erickson with the high arching shot. Give her all the threes as the Tigers take the early lead. Later in the half, Tigers still with the lead. Tyrion Flash with a nice little jump shot. Catches the defender off guard, giving Flash the easy 2. 5-point lead now for the Tigers. Then they would continue to push it up the court. Flash to Allison Loma, who lays it in for the layup. Northwestern gets it done with an easy 70-43 win tonight. Well, Bucks fans, you may look at this score graphic and feel disheartened. Just remember, it's the preseason. And Giannis Antetokounmpo didn't even clock 80 minutes tonight. Chris Middleton did have 29 points in the loss to New Orleans. After many weird stories about when this dang NHL season is going to start, it would look as if the National Hockey League and the league's Players Association have reached a tentative agreement on the 2020-21 season, pending final approval from both sides. The Athletics' Pierre LeBrun was the first to report training camps would be scheduled to open January 3rd, with the 7 non-playoff teams from last summer allowed to open camps on December 31st. The regular season would start on January 13th and consist of 56 games. The biggest obstacle is the issue over health protocols for the 7 Canadian teams. But the league hopes for these issues to be resolved by Monday. LeBron added the NHL plans to schedule a Board of Governors vote this coming weekend. And that question remains unanswered, though. Where will the 7 Canadian teams play when the league returns to action? According to ESPN, the NHL has told the 7 franchises there is still a possibility they will start the season playing in the United States due to current travel restrictions between the United States and Canada. That's what the Toronto Raptors and the NBA are doing, beginning their season in Tampa, Florida next week. We've had NFL games on just about every night of the week so far this season. That due to COVID-19 complications Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But for the first time this weekend, we'll have Saturday NFL football. This time, though, it's by design. In a normal season, college football seasons are wrapped up by week 15 of the NFL season, and the Green Bay Packers are set to take on the Panthers tomorrow night. Green Bay jumped into the top spot in the NFC North standings with a win over Detroit last week.
To be able to look a rookie or second-year, third-year guy in the space and say, look, we got to win 2 football games at home and then we're going to Super Bowl. I feel like that makes it a little bit more clear than just knowing that, you know, we're the 1 seed and we have a bye and this and that. Winning 2 football games at home and then playing the Super Bowl. That's crystal clear just how close and how simple it is. It's not easy to get there, but it's really simple as long as we take care of this business in front of us.
Packers take on the Panthers tomorrow night at 7:35 p.m. The Vikings, of course, are in a very different situation, about as must-win as it can get for Minnesota this coming Sunday. Currently, they're a game back of the last NFC wildcard spot. Now, Mike Zimmer isn't one to say must win, as the fans are, but the odds of getting into the playoffs with a loss this week drops significantly. They'll take on the Bears, but without some key pieces. Linebacker Eric Kendricks and tight end Kyle Rudolph have both been ruled out with injuries. Backup running back Alexander Madison has recently had an appendectomy and is officially questionable.
Well, I think it was good to have Irv back. You know, he's had a good week of practice. You know, we've got some other moving parts, but, you know, we kind of are who we are, and Conklin's done a really nice job this year, so we'll just keep trying to mix things up and keep kind of doing what we do.
Kickoff is set on Sunday for noon, and I had promised to break into song at the 6, but then I just saw this video of Dan Bailey again, and it just made me sad, and so I don't feel like singing. Okay. Next time. Maybe we'll make all our kicks this weekend, and I'll be able to sing next week. I don't know. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Change the future of medicine from the convenience of home. Join the All of Us research program to help improve health research and speed up medical breakthroughs. Visit essentialhealth.org/allofus to learn more.
It's the season of giving, and with you, we can give back to our wonderful community. We are currently matching your donations at Super One locations up to $50,000. Super One Foods, proudly serving the Northland for over 40 years.
Thanks for the ride to practice.
How often do you play?
As often as I can. But right now, I have to shop for a Medicare plan.
Well, UCare has a range of Medicare Advantage options, with plan premium starting at $0 a month. By the way, thanks for wearing your skate guards.
It's just hard to ride with my hockey bag, you know?
Oh, trust me, I know.
Arby's, 2 for $6 every day. Chicken, beef, gyros. 2 of those things for just $6. Arby's, we have the meat.
You work hard for your money and deserve to see it go the extra mile. Join us Wednesday mornings and hear from local experts on tips to better manage your finances in Eye on Money on live local CBS3. Brought to you by MPPL Financial.
CBS3 has partnered with the Minnesota Ballet to bring you a fresh and new version of a holiday classic, The Nutcracker. Join us Monday, December 21st at 7 o'clock for CBS3's special presentation of Minnesota Ballet's Nutcracker Suite, A Duluth Tale. Experience young Clara's enchanting dream as her beloved Nutcracker doll comes to life. You won't want to miss this CBS3 special presentation Monday, December 21st at 7 o'clock right here on Live Local CBS3.
For your holiday gatherings, turn to Super One Foods. Holiday cookies make for some of life's sweetest moments. At Super One, you'll find all the ingredients you need, plus trays of holiday cookies from our bakery experts. Happy holidays from everyone at Super One Foods.
Men's Wardrobe by Mainstream Fashions for Men. The annual gift givers sale is going on now through December 31st. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
Well, Peter, like so many people, I am excited. It's the weekend, and I'm excited that we might see some sunshine.
Yeah, sunshine prevails this weekend. Chance of snow for the first part of the week. Then we really cool things down as we head towards the end of the week. Take a look at Christmas Eve's high, 4, and then the day for Christmas, 8 degrees.
Well, happy Friday to you. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you next week.